how to replace the air filters on a 991.1 Porsche 911. In this video, we're going to show you how to remove the bumper, how to install the filters, and we're also going to be reviewing the BMC air filter on our 991.1. Turn on your car, press the spoiler button up, turn off the car. Using a T30 Torx socket, we're going to go ahead and remove 4 of these bolts right here that are underneath the spoiler. I'm going to get an extension. And right here on the left headlight, we're going to pull up on this little panel. And it's going to expose some bolts. And we're now going to remove these 2 bolts right here, and they're a T25. So let's go ahead and do that. And this is going to allow the tail light to come out. That sounded kind of rough. So it's time for us to remove the tail light, and what we did is we provided some painter's tape down here. This is optional, but this is just going to allow us to protect the area. And what we're going to do is we're going to just gently pull back on it. And there's going to be a connector. The connector's right here. And what I did is I pushed down with my index finger and I pulled up on this tab and pulled it out. And we're going to do the other side. We're going to pull up on this tab as well. This one came off pretty easy. And we're going to take off these 2 bolts with the T25 as well. If you hear that, that sounds kind of intense, but nothing broke. Ooh. Oh. And now we're going to pull out this tail light. Holding the tail light, I'm going to get my finger again, push down on the button, if I could find it, and pull out. Ooh, this one's tough. All right, this one's a little bit stuck, so I'm going to go get a tool. Underneath the car, we're going to have a few of them right here, and then another one right here. We're going to take those off. And now underneath on the other side, we have one right here and then one over there. Let's get those off. So there's 3 bolts on each side of the bumper. We have 1, 2, and then 3. And what I have is I have a regular size ratchet and an extension and an adapter. And it's a perfect size. You don't have to remove the wheel. And now we're going to take off this top bolt. And the top bolt is right here. All right. So we're down to our last 2 bolts, and if you look, they're silver, but I want you to see what's next to them. This is the tab that's going to be pretty much holding the bumper, and when we pull it out, we're going to have to go over it. So using our T30, we're going to go ahead and loosen the silver bolt. Okay, it's time to remove the bumper. We're going to pull on this left side and then go to the right side, and now we're going to gently start pulling out and being careful because of the connector. All right, I see the wire that we need to get. I mean, the connector, it's right here. It's a pretty beefy one, but hopefully it's nice. Ugh. Nope, he's not being nice. Right there. The way it works is you just pull on this and it'll pull out. And now I have the bumper and we're gonna slowly guide it out. All right. So this right here is the air box, and we have 7 T25 screws, and we're going to go ahead and take them off so we could take this cover off. We got the screws off, and now we could take off this cover. And here is our air filters. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pop them off, and they look pretty clean. These were replaced not too long ago, so let's go ahead and remove the right one as well. Let's go get our new ones. And here is the difference. We have the BMC and the OEM ones. And a fun fact, BMC came standard in the GT3, I believe, and the GT2, and I believe other cars. I put some BMC air filters on my GT4 as well, so I feel pretty confident about these. All right, let's put them in. All right, that fits nicely. And that fits nicely. All right, it's a nice fit. And look at that, guys. I am excited. So we cleaned our air box, but I'm gonna do something that I did on my GT4. On a GT4, there's this like little grease that you put around the air filters to prevent anything from getting in there. And this is what this stuff is made for. And I'm actually, me personally, you don't have to do this. I'm just gonna put this around here. And the reason why they use this on a GT4 is kind of make sure that the seal is even better. Like it kind of gives it that extra barrier, which makes sense. Just gonna do a light little layer on it. All right, that's good enough. Let's go ahead and put the cover back on. Okay, so there's some little tabs down here. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna put those tabs where they belong. And that just clicks in there nicely. And then we're gonna put our screws back in. So we got the screws back in, we're gonna put the bumper back on, and then we're gonna go for a test drive because we definitely wanna hear the car with the new filters. All right, guys, we're gonna test it out. I think it adds a little bit more, I don't know if it's intake, it's not so much induction, but I think I hear the engine a little bit more. Everybody says they think it's the imagination, you know, their imagination, but I really believe that there's